Peace, y'all. All right, so we're gonna see about the chosen. What energy are we in, and what the Most High God wants to tell the chosen at this time? What are we needing to know at this time? What's important? Peace, everybody. Hey, ancestors. Most High God, Mother and Father, please give me a message for the chosen at this time. Please give me a message at this time. Hold on, I have to do something. Ask the Most High God to come through, give me some clarity, some messages that are important. All right. Let's get some messages. Ancestors, angels, spirit guides of the highest, Most High God. We don't use the ancestors in a minute, but I want a message from the Most High God. I want to know, like, what do the chosen need to know? Like, what's important for the chosen to know at this time to stay in alignment with this retrograde energy? What's up, Merv? Okay. What do Most High God, Mother and Father, what message does the chosen need to know? Peace, Alyssa. Okay. What messages do the chosen need to know at this time? Give us some messages, please, for the chosen. So we have cooperation to perfect decisions about resulting from the fairness shown by Libra. Okay. So this is okay, hold on guys. My boo call. My apologies, guys. I did. Let me call you right back, love. Peace. All right. Okay. Please do not call back. Show. Bye. Okay. My bad, guys. Okay. All right. So it says, the idea of cooperation to perfect decisions about resulting from fairness shown by Libra in this deck suggests a situation where balance, fairness, and justice are central themes. Libra is a sign of the scales representing equilibrium, objectivity, and justice. When this card appears, it indicates a period where decisions made are guided by fairness and cooperation from all parties involved is essential to reach the right outcome. For the chosen, this signifies that justice will be served. It means that situations where you've been wronged or mistreated, especially by those who have acted unfairly with imbalanced intentions, are being corrected. The fairness of the Libra will lead to an outcome where everyone receives what they deserve. Okay, so it says balance outcomes, sir. So your actions and decisions, as well as the decisions made about you, will be weighed carefully, leading to an outcome that restores harmony and fairness. The karmic influence here suggests that past wrongs or imbalance will be righted. Those who have wronged the chosen will face the consequences of their actions, and fairness will be restored. Cooperation. The need for cooperation in making decisions indicates that any opposition or obstacles will eventually be overcome, either through mutual understanding or through the natural balance of karma. This energy is a reminder that justice is in the process of being served for the chosen. It brings balance and fairness, and karma will ensure that the right decisions are made, which will ultimately lead to the restoration of justice, balance in your life. So this is talking about the scales that are going to be balanced for the chosen. So if you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, or you're in your head a lot at this time, because again, this is like energy of this is retrograde. So a lot of people might be feeling a little antsy at this time, So if you're feeling a little antsy, overthinking, whatever you could be doing, just know that, it's just that the scales are balancing, and like everything that is going on in the world is kind of like building up before it explodes. This is where the balance takes place, because this is where your justice is going to come in. What's up, everybody? Hey, Luke. You are usually on in the morning. What are you doing on Friday night? Oh, I just felt like coming on. This is when the drunken crazies come out. You deserve better. You funny. I'm still at work and sober because I created the collective, and I work 16 to 20 hours a day. I would love for you to avoid this dark energy. It's all good. I'm strong enough to handle it. All right, so let's get some messages. Let's see what the Most High God, Mother, and Father has to say when it comes to Hi, Santa. I hope I'm saying your name right, child. What's up, Kiss? What's up, Marv? Mary? Okay. So, ancestors of the highest white light, please give us a message. Please give us, the chosen, a message. What do we need to know at this time? All right. So we have the elder. What else? Give us one more. And then I'm going to read into it. So we got elder, and then we got the influence. So let's look into this. So we already know that the elder is like old school energy. This is a person who has wisdom. She's enlightened. She doesn't do things that everyone else does. You know, this is a person who goes with the program. You know, they have a program that they follow. So with that said, you know, someone's making history at this time. So it says traditional beliefs, maturity, elders back in the day, ancestors, the future, past, present, advice, and wisdom. So this could be your ancestors coming in to answer some questions for you, to give you some knowledge. Then we got 13, which is the influencer. So let's see what that's about. 13, conditioning, environmental influences, prestige, persuasion, consequence, shocking news, content creators, conditioning, online personality, power, so sway, magician, domination. Okay, let's look into this. I wanted to use the other deck. Oh, here it is. I had to get more organized. All right, let's see what we have. What's going to happen? What's going on, ancestors? So clarify the elder card. The elder card is held by the Queen of Cups. So this is a woman who's like empathic. You know, she feels energy. She feels energy. And with the King of Cups, this is a person who's very stable. You know, so she's empathic, stable, and she is currently taking her power back, or like preserving something of her own. Because the thing is, the energy at this time is very, very sensitive right now. So it's like a lot of people feeling, you know, sensitive, a bit sensitive right now. So with that said, it's what I'm seeing here is that there's somebody. Clarify the King of Cups. So King of Cups is clarified by the Ace of Cups, and then the King of Swords. Okay. So what I'm seeing here, chosen, is that you are in this space where you're, I don't want to direct this towards anybody but the chosen. So what I'm currently seeing is that there are people who, no, I don't even want to do that. This is solely for the chosen. So what I'm seeing here is like you're in this space in your life where you're becoming the elder. You are becoming very enlightened. So with the influencer card, you know, this is you being able to be able, you guide yourself now. You're guided by yourself. So there are environmental influences that are causing you to maybe have to protect your energy. So with the King of Swords energy, this is someone who is very I'm gonna say King of Swords energy is someone who's very knowledgeable, someone who has a lot of wisdom. This is a person who can see clearly and think very strategically. Then we had a Queen of Cups. See, what I'm seeing is that your energy is like trying to become more balanced at this time. So there's a lot of logical thinking at this time. There is an offer being made to you at this time. And with the Page of Swords, like you could be studying, you could be learning some things. I'm seeing here that there could be a new beginning for you. Like you're tapping into your inner self. I'm seeing here that you're embodying all the energies of like all the elements. You know, we got the water. Well, I don't see fire here yet, but I see water, I see air, and then I see yeah, water, air, and I see water, air. So you're developing, chosen. So you become all the people in the deck. You have a lot of wisdom. You are a huge influence to people who are needing to be guided in the right way. You know, even though people don't feel or don't want to do what you do, they do feel that what you do is important to you. They do feel that the journey that you're on is a very powerful journey. The journey that we're on is a very powerful journey, and I just see that we're continuing to elevate, and it's kind of like we're going with the flow of life at this time. I'm seeing that we're continuing to be the student in our lives, but we're also influencers, people who, you know, kind of, we're at this point where, you know, we're teaching, we're knowledgeable, we're putting in effort to become our best selves. So with the Empress here, this is you embodying the entire energy. Like, this is energy in the whole, where you are, like, God is telling you that you have everything that you need. You are fully capable at this time to do exactly what you need to do. And, you know, Spirit is just putting you in alignment. Like, you're in alignment, and this is a time for you to, like, take in the energy that you may not find too appeasing. They're telling you to work through it, study through this energy, feel the energy, understand what it is, because, you know, it's a little intense, you know. So we got the Sage. So with Sage, it's telling you to cleanse the energy. So with 53, this is definitely talking about detoxing, you know, getting rid of negativity, like maybe cleaning your home, saging your home. It's saying cleansing your aura. So maybe, you know, getting you some Palo and some sage and cleansing. So it says wise women, man, unique perspective, guru, expert. So you're cleansing. You know, you're an old soul. So you, the way you do things, it has to be in order, chosen. You live your life in a certain type of order, you know, and this is going to help you to be your best self, because you're scholaring life at this time. So let's get some more understanding, and then we're going to get into it. What else? All right, so we got the motto. So the motto is number 23. So this is who I am. Representation, role model. So you're a role model. You know, you're a figure. You're beautiful. You just, you have a lot of self-acceptance. So you're really like learning more about yourself. You're in the space of learning more about yourself. You're feeling the energy within. Like where you're at now is like feeling the things that could be uncomfortable for you. Like you're studying those energies. I don't think that you're reacting too fastly at this point. At this point, when it comes to the energy that you have, you're currently just in this space where you're trying to fill out your energy. You're understanding what the energy is, or you're just learning about your energy. So it's like, okay, yeah, I feel like this today. Why am I feeling like this today? Okay, so what happened today? It's like you're going deeper within. Like you have a deeper perspective of your energy, and you're working through any type of pain that you may have. You know, when it is uncomfortable, you continue to stay stabilized in your energy. This is causing you to be free within your energy. It's causing you to understand the flow, or how your energy flows, because what God wants you to do is like have a very light, peaceful energy. It's like God is like, I want you to be light as a feather. You know, even in the toughest moments in your life, what God is doing is causing you to, you know, have like, maybe you have a fear. There could be a fear that you may have. There could be an emotion of fear. There could be some pain that you have. But what God is doing is like telling you to work through that pain. So this is pain that you may not even understand. You're not understanding the pain at the moment, but as you sit in it, you're learning about it. Like you're investigating your pain. You're experiencing your pain. So this is what it's about. What I was telling you in one reading is like, don't take everything so personal, because again, this is an experience. So even though you may be chosen, you still could feel emotions that you don't really like to feel. The emotions that you feel assist you in helping you be your best self. So where you're at, chosen, is like you're just experiencing your feelings. So this is another level in your energy. And I wouldn't know, like, maybe it's in your sacral chakra, because I guess that's where your gut feeling is or whatever. I don't know, but I'm not gonna look into all that. You might have to look into it yourself. But what it is like God is like sitting you in some of your emotions that you may not have ever wanted to like sit down in or experience. And these emotions that you may be feeling could be feeling a little bit, again, they could be feeling a little uncomfortable. But what God is doing is having you experience those feelings. Again, everything in life, you don't take it so serious. So it's kind of like a roller coaster ride where you're going down and you're going up and you're going down and you're going up. God wants you to get used to that. Even though you've been in your body for a certain amount of times, doesn't mean that you've actually understood the emotions that you have. Because the thing is, a lot of people act out on their emotions. They don't really know how to sit in them. They don't really know how to feel them. They don't really know how to work through their emotions. Sometimes, we have to learn how to, study the emotions so that we can one day, if we ever go back to an emotion that is uncomfortable, we'll go back one day and we'll be like, oh, okay, I know what that emotion is. It's kind of like you're getting more knowledge about yourself. You're just understanding your body, your emotions. Like, it's all about the emotions at this time. And with the Four of Cups, I mean, to me, it looks like she's feeling these emotions. It's like she's like taking them in, even though she's feeling on her purse. I mean, I'm more so looking at the purse as if they're related to chakras, because they have like they have the chakra colors on the purse. So basically that's what you're doing. So you're happen to be, so your spirit and your soul is, no, your flesh, your spirit is teaching your flesh how to endure pain. That's what it is. Your spirit is teaching your flesh how to endure pain and how to sit in pain. So this is your spirit being able to lead you into your feelings, being able to have you have an experience in your feelings, because usually everybody doesn't experience their feelings. They just get mad and they don't know how to handle it. They get out of control, and they want to yell and they want to hurt people and they want to do this and they want to do that. You know what I'm saying? But where you're at is like your spirit is teaching you, your flesh, how to experience the feelings. Yeah, that's what is happening. So you're having to love on those feelings. So you're nurturing your feelings at this time. So with the Empress card here is you're nurturing, you're being a nurturer to your feelings. And with the swords here, this is you planning out or thinking about how you can nurture your feelings. But the Empress is like the mother to the feelings. I just cleanse my own energy. I don't listen to darkness at all. Period. Yeah, so you're nurturing your feelings. So what else, Spirit? What else do you want us to know? Someone needs to work on their someone needs to speak up. I feel like someone has something to say to you, but they're not saying it. They're feeling stressed out about saying certain things to you. if you feel like you're not able to say something to somebody, then you got to write that down. Don't hold it in, because it's gonna lead you in a feeling of pain, and you don't want to feel like that. So with the Six of Swords energy here, this is you healing from your emotions. So your spirit is still guiding you and keeping you in alignment. You know, with the Six of Swords represents healing. So this is you getting out of the storms of your emotions. So again, the Empress represents nurturing. However, your spirit, like I would say, like this doesn't look like your spirit exactly, but this energy here is where your spirit is wanting to lead you into, because your spirit is telling you that you need to start nurturing your feelings, understanding your feelings and your emotions. So this is you gaining union with your feelings and your emotions. You becoming friends and loving on your emotions, okay? So whenever you feel like you're out of alignment, it's time for you to understand where these feelings are coming from. So you see how this person is looking? You know, they're actually taking a step back and saying, okay, so this is the emotion that I'm feeling at this time. So you're having to love on these emotions. This is what your spirit is wanting you to do. So your spirit is guiding you into feeling on your emotions, loving on your emotions, understanding those emotions, and coming into those emotions. You know, because sometimes you gotta be, you don't have to necessarily be the emotion, but you can feel the emotion and be able to turn that emotion into some sort of love, some sort of care for your emotions. Like you got to learn how to, instead of like, you know, sometimes you may not be able to talk to somebody on the phone. You might want to call somebody and be like, hey, I need to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? But what your spirit is saying is that you got to become friends with your emotions. Because when you're not friends with your emotions go against your spirit, and your spirit is out of alignment. Your spirit cannot lead you or your feelings. So, you know, your spirit is telling you, I want to be your friend. Your spirit is telling your emotions to be your emotions friend. Like, okay, I know you're feeling like that right now. How can I assist you with these feelings that you're feeling? Okay, so you're feeling a little scared right now. Okay, what is that feeling of fear that you're having? Don't you know it's not real? Like, you got to talk yourself out of it, because there's somebody who's afraid to speak up. It's like someone's been quiet for so long, they don't know how to say nothing no more. They just keep everything bottled in. And it's time for you to become your feelings best friend. It's time for you to become your emotions best friend. Yeah, so with the Queen of Wands, this is you being fully in control and inspired. It's like you're very confident in your emotions, because it's like, I know I can handle these emotions. I know I can get through these emotions. I'm going to educate my emotions, and I'm going to love on these emotions and raise the volume up, raise the level of my pain up. So maybe I'm feeling pain. Maybe I'm feeling heartbroken. Maybe I'm feeling out of alignment. Whatever it is, you have the confidence to raise your vibration. That's what they want you to do. So, you know, whenever I get into a feeling, a certain emotion, where I'm at in my life is, I would have to remind myself to pray. And sometimes you have to light you a white candle and pray. Say the Psalms 23 prayer. You know, that prayer is the most comforting prayer, because it tells you, like, it helps you with everything, you know. So with that said, like, your spirit wants you to find ways to heal your emotions within, without lashing out or feeling intense or anxious. Like, these emotions that you have, spirit is telling you to love on these feelings and become more in alignment with your feelings. Your spirit is wanting you to trust yourself when it comes to your feelings, because what God is doing is wanting you to really experience your spirit. Because again, your spirit is very innocent, very loving. Your spirit represents love, especially when you become the chosen one. because your spirit is only here for an experience. So when your spirit is here experiencing, and I'm not trying to like make y'all like confused or anything, but when your spirit comes here, it comes here to enjoy life. It's very innocent. And so your spirit, to me, I feel like your spirit doesn't necessarily feel the fear that you may have, because the spirit's like, come on now, like you got to get back on the road. Okay, you felt that, like feel it, and then let's get over it. Like, don't take it too serious, because your spirit is like a light. You know what I'm saying? Your spirit is like a feather. It wants to be free. You know, your spirit is I know somebody like, if she say spirit one more time, child, but I'm just trying to tell you, like, your spirit is very loving. You know, when you've healed, your spirit is going to be very loving, because your spirit is only here to experience life. And if it's experiencing life, it's going to have to experience certain emotions. And so with that said, as you being the flesh, it's like your flesh is currently carrying out the pain that your spirit may be experiencing, but your spirit is trying to remind you that this is just life. So love on the emotions, but do not take it so seriously. You have to be confident in these emotions. You cannot lose yourself. They're wanting you to be very grounded when it comes to your emotions, because your spirit is kind of like a role model for your flesh. Because when you're fleshy, your spirit just does anything, child. But your spirit is like, I want you to really embrace the feelings that you have. I want you to, be grateful for the emotions that you have. Because again, chosen, some people don't have no emotion. So what I'm looking at is when I'm speaking about her, she looks like somebody who takes everything so seriously. So it's kind of like yeah, you could take things seriously, but you also have to feel something. So again, when someone doesn't take things so seriously, or when their heart is hard, they don't feel emotions. But you're blessed to feel emotions. So feel grateful when you have grief, when you have sadness, when you have happiness, because that's all a part of life. Spirit is just saying, be more in control of your emotions, and allow your emotions to be an experience for you to grow through it, So it's leading you into, your healing, So you have to choose wisely on what you want to sit in. So what are you sitting in when it comes to your feelings, guys? Spirit is saying that you could get out of these emotions, but you're going to have to choose your emotions wisely, because you don't want your emotions painting any type of illusion when it comes to your feelings. What else, Spirit? What else do you want to tell us, ancestors? All right, so we got the 5 of Swords energy here. 5 of Swords with the 10 of Pentacles. And then we got the 8 of Swords with the 6 of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing here is that someone's most definitely feeling away. This pain is like someone thinking about how things could be, or how things could have been, or how things could be right now. Spirit is telling this person to get out of their thoughts. They're telling you to actually face your thoughts. Like, these feelings of feeling defeated when it comes to whatever you feel like you may have lost. What the ancestors are saying is that everything looks beautiful in your life, but you're going to have to start being a little more grateful. Because with the 8 of Swords, this is representing someone who is feeling stuck. Because they have actually a beautiful life, and they're just not, they're feeling as if it's not enough. Like, they're feeling as if it's not enough. And so with the Hierophant and the 6 of Cups, there's someone who's stuck in some type of past situation that has happened, Spirit is telling you to sit in the present moment. Like you're fulfilled or thinking about things that have happened from the past. But your ancestors are saying that, you know, you're too focused on that. They're wanting you to be excited about life, you know? So there's someone who should be like having fun right now, but I feel like they're not having fun. They could be in their mind. Like, have you ever been to a party and you may have been around a bunch of people, and even though everyone else is having fun, like you just can't stop getting, like you can't get someone off your mind. It's kind of like you're having trouble with releasing somebody, or you know, this is someone that you're holding on to. So what I'm seeing here is like God is trying to elevate someone from these emotions. God is telling this person to step into their higher self. So they have like a spirit in them that God is calling them to get out of them. So this is a spirit that is like wanting to be free. Like your spirit is feeling stuck right now. It's like God is like, you have to release this energy that is causing some sort of some sort of pain to you, that's causing you to feel defeated. They want you to release the feeling of defeat. They want you to feel the emotion and release the energy of defeat. They're like, you need to really maybe listen to sound music or take a spiritual bath. And even pray. That's what Spirit is really really saying to some people. Like, you really need to pray. Because it's like some people, they're so caught up on love, relationship, and all of this, you know, I mean, it matters, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you don't love yourself. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if you're having difficulty when it comes to self. Like, you got to fix that first. So there are some things that you're lacking when it comes to self. And Spirit is like, come out of this pain or this feeling of defeat and stop thinking about how things used to be and think about what is going on in the present moment. This is how you're going to be able to heal. Because the problem is, like I was talking about, like a situation where, let's just say you were to break up with somebody and you were to go out in the world and start dating again. What Spirit is saying is like, you can't go out in the world. I mean, you can, but it wouldn't be a good idea to go out in the world and date people because you've not healed. So in order for you to meet better people, you're going to have to heal. That way you won't get ran over when you go out in the world, because you're going to be very imbalanced. Like, it's time for self. So God is telling someone that it's time for self. So there's a person that's needing to think more practical when it comes to their thought patterns and their emotions, and currently how they're like thinking about something from the past that they need to stay in the present moment with. They're needing to release the spirit of sadness or grief. Like, this is what Spirit is saying. Like, someone has the spirit of sadness. And then so with the King of Cups, what's this? So we got the King of Cups with the so someone is able to see clearly now. Someone's able, so this is something else. Someone's able to see clearly now at this time. I feel like this is a person who's currently in a space of fulfillment. I'm seeing with the King of Pentacles or King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles, this could be a couple, or this could be so you may be like closed off to a person who's who's been thinking about you, who has compassion for you. This is a person who's wanting to come to you, but it's not easy. Like, you know, you're not making it easy, Chosen. You're making it very hard for someone to come to you. but they have some sort of emotion for you. You know, with the Nine of Pentacles, this is you, you know, having a lot of self-love and working on yourself. Like, you're top of the line, Chosen. You're doing very well. Like, you may be in your emotions a little bit, but you're getting out of it. You know, I don't see you being stuck for too long. What else, ancestors? Thank you. So we got the Ten of Wands. Clarify the Ten of Wands, please. Ten of Wands clarified by the Four of Wands. So what Spirit is saying is that you're doing a very good job, Chosen. The level that you're on at this time is, even though, like, what I'm getting is, like, there may be a lot of burden at this time when it comes to what you have going on in your life. It may be a lot to do, but you're grounding yourself, and you still have that Four of Wands energy where you're tightening up your foundation. You know, you're very strong when it comes to committing to yourself and working on yourself. You're planting your seeds, and things are growing for you. They're moving the way they should. You know, this is how it should be. So yeah, with the Queen of Pentacles, God is saying that everything is in alignment. You know, of course there's going to be ups and downs, but God is saying that your foundation is very beautiful. Like, you're very beautiful. And you know, with the nine of with the Hermit card, you could be alone a lot, or needing to be alone, or, like, Spirit is saying, maybe take time to yourself. So with the Six of Pentacles here, this is you giving to yourself. So we got the Eight of Swords here. Maybe this is you having to give to someone else, give money to someone else. Maybe you could be stressing over money. Clarify what this is. Be careful of your thoughts, though. Like, for someone particular, your thoughts are it's like people in your ear. Like, whoever's talking to you, make sure they're giving you good advice, because I don't see the advice that they're giving you is helping you at all. I feel it's making it worse. It's making you become more defensive. Like, the advice you're getting from someone is just not it's not looking like it's helping you develop in some way. Like, if I were you, I would get advice from an actual counselor. I wouldn't listen to, like, if you've not done any healing, I just don't see anybody around you that could be, like, on that level where someone can actually give advice. Because everybody's not telling you what they're really going through. And the people that are going through, they're not going to be able to give you the best advice because they're, like, low vibrational. So yeah, that's for, like, maybe one or two people. Be careful of the advice, because it makes you, like, very defensive. But what I'm seeing here is, like, you questioning yourself, you being mad at things that you possibly done. Like, someone's making it worse. Someone's getting in your head and making your feelings feel worse. So you have to learn how to nurture your feelings. And it's not necessarily taking control of your feelings. It's more so having confidence in your feelings. You have to be very confident. You have to be loving over your feelings. Your spirit is wanting you to be free, but your spirit may be feeling in jail because of how you allow others to take you off. Like, maybe you could be on a path to healing, but there are people who are causing you to get off your path. There are people who are calling you back to, like, go back here. Like, you're like, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to move forward. You're going to have to protect your energy. I don't know why I'm getting that, but that's what I'm getting to. So then I have somebody who's, like, open to listening to information. It's like 1 minute, at one point, they weren't really open to hearing what I had to say. But they feel like it will benefit them in some way. So with the Four of Cups here, This is someone who's actually wanting to heal. So in order for you to heal, like, this is what's happening here. Like, you are fully aware of where you are currently, and you're wanting to balance this emotion. So with the Devil card and the High Priest, you know that there is some sort of attachment when it comes to like an entity that you may have. So with that said, like, you're having difficulty trying to balance your thoughts because of course you have something louder than your spirit, like your soul, leading you. So you're going to have to be very strong at this time when it comes to your path in life. You have to really know what you want, and you have to be diligent when it comes to like focusing solely on exactly what you're wanting to do, because this energy here is going to throw you off your path if you don't remain consistent in your journey. Like, you don't have to it's kind of like someone kind of has control over you. I don't know if you can see that, but someone kind of has control over somebody. This is like something stronger than this person. So if I were you, like, if you're in any, like, if you're taking any type of if you're drinking or like popping pills or anything, like, I would stay as far away from that stuff, because that's gonna make it worse. And not trying to like get on your nerve or anything like that, but smoking and stuff, that's gonna make it worse. So like, not smoking but drinking. I don't yeah, you don't want to make it worse, okay? Because I feel like there's some things like maybe you're holding on to like alcohol or something, or you do things that you don't tell nobody that you do. Spirit is telling you to walk away from this. This is something that you have to gain full control of. You have to gain access of this deity, because if you don't, it's going to take control of you, and you're going to be here in this space in your life, and you got to release that toxicity, because it's causing you to be bound by an entity. And the thing is, well, I'm not going to say that. What else, Spirit? What else, ancestors? Guys, my whole live deleted earlier. I was trying to save it, and then I accidentally deleted it. But anyway, so that's why I couldn't post it. But anyways, with that said, like, Spirit is just like, become more confident in your emotions, knowing that you can get through anything, knowing that, you know, the divine is always with you. You know, when it comes to your emotions, like, know that if you're putting out the right energy, you're always going to receive justice, which is why we got the Libra card, because Libra represents Mayat, and Mayat represents justice, fairness, balance, humanity and humility, I believe. But yeah, so with that said, you know, Queen of Wands is here. Queen of Wands is just showing you like how exciting life could be, how fulfilling life could be if you were just to be more confident in your emotions, and just know that there's always going to be a time where you're going to experience particular emotions that you may not really like that you're experiencing. What God is telling you is like, these emotions are normal. I want you to remain not necessarily like controlling your emotions, but loving all these emotions, experiencing them, and being your emotions friends, to let your emotions know that it's not really a big deal. Like, you can get through it, okay? So yeah, definitely this is what God is saying. So yeah, so we got the 8 of Cups, and the 8 of Cups is just saying that you could be abandoning like difficulties, betrayal, you know, hurtful things that have happened to you in your life. What I'm seeing here is that you're abandoning these things. You're at this point in your life where, you know, you're understanding why certain betrayal had to happen in order for you to be your best self. You know, and you're looking into a new direction on where you're wanting your life to be headed. So with the Two of Wands here, you're going really far in life, and you're going to have a lot of victory because of this. So you're definitely becoming more you're definitely becoming more in charge of your life, in charge of your emotions. You're knowing the energies, like the more higher and higher you get, or the more stronger you get, chosen, the more fierce you are in allowing for BS to happen. You know, you're not gonna put up with people. Some people are here to deter you and to bring you back to Egypt. But what I'm seeing here is that you're not going back. You know, so with that said, with the King of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles here in reverse, this is telling me that you're not accepting anything. You know? So with the Ace of Cups in the reverse, this is telling me that there's miss opportunities, things that you're not giving, and you're emotionally mature. So with you, the way you're doing it is with love, with compassion. You're very mature, and I'm just seeing here that you are in control of your feelings. Well, you're allowing your, not in control, I don't like to use that. I want to more so say that you're understanding your feelings, and you're your feelings best, your feelings friend, their best friend, your emotions best friend. So you know how to love on your pain. So when you love on your pain, maybe you're using sound music, meditation music, you're praying, you're sitting in your feelings, and you're understanding these emotions. You know, this is what you're doing. And you're at this point of, like, you could feel, you become very empathic. So the stronger and stronger you get, chosen, you're on a level where no one can really, like, take you off of your path. And so when, you know, anyone who's hurt you, you're just not, you know what pain feel like. You've nurtured your pain. So you're able to know you know when pain is being sent to you, which is why the energy at this time can be so intense right now with retrograde. A lot of people could be feeling the waves at this time. You know, there could be a lot of pain that people are going through, and some people are in this type of energy here, you know, and this is a painful type of energy for some people, you know. But I feel like you're at this point of being more practical about your emotions now, because you've gotten on a level where you're able to feel your feelings and understand your feelings and hug on them and just like, hey, this is where we're at right now. You're accepting these feelings at this time. You may not like them, you may not appreciate the feelings, but you're at this point of saying, you know, I understand. You know, you're basically talking to your feelings like it's an actual person, but it's just your feelings. You're sitting in them, you know, you're thinking practical on how to get out of these emotions, and you're getting out of them, okay? So there is balance coming. You are friends with your emotions, you're friends with your feelings. And you're calling out any type of energy that doesn't belong in your feelings, okay? So once you experience the feelings, you release the feelings, okay? So you release them in love. That's where you are. But you're cool. You're like, you know what? I understand you're like this for a day. I know it's a little difficult at this time, but you know, love on me. You know, you're pouring love out to your feelings, your energy. Yeah. And this is strengthening you. This is definitely strengthening you and empowering you. It's helping you to call back your power. This is exactly how you call back your power. Because when I think of a spirit, I think of an orb. See, the orb of our ancestors are always around. And one day the orb was actually put into an actual body. You know, so an orb could be a spirit. and the spirit, you know, that spirit or that orb was one, like it used to be like in a body, but the orb is like light, so it doesn't know negativity unless, well, that's not true, because I'm not going to say that. What I will say is, like, when you are a healed individual, or when you become healed, which is why it's so important to heal, you will become more lighter, light as a feather. So there are orbs that are negative, because again, everybody doesn't transition and go on the other side healed. There are some people who transition and they're on the other side still in that same energy. They're stuck, you know, and they're going to have to learn that lesson over and over again. Unless you got like unless you got warriors on the earthly side that are able to venerate your ancestors, and do libations, and, you know, pray for your ancestors, burn them ancestor money and things of that nature. But if you are not doing that for your ancestors, then sometimes, not sometimes, your spirit can go on the other side and have all sorts of emotions, you know. So yeah, that's what, you know, so it's always good to start your healing journey, start healing and, you know, being your best self. And this is where a lot of the chosen are. And this is where a lot of people are trying to work to get to. So when your spirit is light and healed, then your soul will be able to lead you, because our soul is always ready to lead us into better places. So I was watching this video, and this lady, she was saying your soul is in your feet. And I'm like, you know, we always she was saying a lot of knowledge. Like, that was interesting. She said your soul is in your feet. And I mean, that do make sense, because why do we call the bottom of our feet soles? So it's like the answer is right in front of your freaking face, because your feet walk. So your feet are leading you, but again, how is your soul leading you through your feet? I don't know. I just ask questions like that. Like, how is your soul leading you through your feet? Because your soul, like your feet is leading you. Like when you're walking, your legs are leading you, right? But when your feet are leading you, and if you're not going into the right places, then your soul is being led in the wrong way. I know that sounds weird, but I could be sounding weird, but I'm really asking that question. Like, okay, if my feet are my soul and they leading me, then where the heck am I going? Because if I want my soul to lead me, but if my soul is in my feet and I'm in the bottom of my feet, and I'm like sitting here, like, is my soul leading me to sit right here in this seat right now? Like, anybody know the answer to that? Because I don't know everything. But I get it. Like, yeah, because we call the feet the soul. Like, the soles of your feet is at the bottom of your feet. So is your soul leading you where you are right now? Like, is that where you're supposed to be? Because I know good and well, I would think that my soul, like, now that I'm healed, like, would my soul lead me into a better place than where I am right now? Or is this the better place? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where is the better place? Because, like, we may think, like, the better place is, like, looking like in a mansion or all these other places. But, like, how do you recognize when you're in a better place? I mean, I know where is peace, right? Because peace is a better place. That's where, like, no difficulty is, you know? But there's always some freaking damn, like, hardship somewhere that we gotta deal with. But I mean, if my soul is in my feet, and I'm sitting right here. Is this where my soul is leading me? Like, God, answer me, because if I'm like I'm like literally trying to level up in my life and my soul is leading me right here. But what if right here is not where I want to be? But is this where my soul should be? I'm serious. Like, I really want to know this. You know what I'm saying? Like, if your soul is at the bottom of your feet and you're literally trying to be guided by your soul, because you know we are saying, like, when I was watching the Oprah Winfrey show, I literally have Gozak in my freaking in I got him in my acknowledgement section because he was talking about the soul, and I was like, oh my God, like that's deep. And so in the part in my acknowledgement book, you know, I was talking about how he spoke about the soul, and how if your soul, like, let's just say you got, like, you're on a boat. There's like 3 boats, and one boat is like the big boat, and the other boats are like the other, you know, they're like boats behind the boat. This represents your soul. Well, if the big boat is leading you that way, but there are other boats that are going in the opposite direction, that means that those boats that are going in the opposite direction are going the wrong way. I forget how he explained that. I gotta look that up again. It was interesting. But what I'm saying is, like, I do know like how to explain it a little bit. So basically, what they were saying is that your soul is supposed to lead you. But if you're leading yourself, then your soul is unable to lead you. But if my soul is at the bottom of my feet and I'm walking, how is my soul leading? Well, I guess it's because it doesn't matter about the place that I'm at. It could just matter about me being actually healed and at peace. It's not what it is on the outside. It's what it is on the inside. So your feelings on the inside will be like your soul will be trying to just heal you and make you feel better, I guess. I don't know. I gotta look into that one. I mean, it sounds deep, but it's just like, I mean, it ain't even that deep, but it's deep to me because I'm a little like weird and stuff. But I'm only weird because I just be wanting to know stuff. Like, okay, if my soul is at the bottom of my feet, then I'm being led. Like, I don't know. But anyway, this is where you're at, chosen. Like, what I'm seeing here is, like, you know, with the Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, you're in a place of celebration, because this is you embodying the energy of the Hermit, where you have a lot of knowledge, you have balance within self, you have wisdom, you have that nurturing ability and stability, security within self-love, and you have a stern foundation within self. Now, I'm looking at the sky, and the sky has some gray clouds. So what I'm noticing is that, you know, even though you may be in a stern foundation at this time, maybe your household could be doing very well. You could still have gray clouds sometimes. You know? Song I'm getting is Rainy Days by Mary J. Blige. I just want to, like, look at the words. I'm not going to play it. I just want to see the lyrics. So it says, it's just those rainy days, spend a lifetime trying to wash away until the sun comes out and shines again. Smile for me. All of those rainy days, spend your lifetime trying to wash away until the sun shines and I see your face. Smile for me. We're always living so crazy, sexy, and cool, and we begin to love it. Watching all of the heartache and pain of the world and thinking nothing of it. Baby, I got love for you and I know that you got me. But every time the sun shines bright, it gets so cloudy. So even when it's like cloudy, the sun still shines, right? And that's where we are chosen, because we know that there will be rainy days. This is why your ancestors are saying to continue to be confident in your emotions, because even when you do have good days, like, you got to be grateful for the foundation that you have within, because my soul's the bottom of my feet has led me in the house that I'm living in. It has led me into the direction of my life where I am today. But it's not where you at on the with the like, it's not where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? Physically is where I'm at internally. So when you have the knowledge of self and you're secure within yourself and you love yourself, you will have a stern foundation within yourself. There will always be a stern foundation where there will be peace and happiness, but there still be rainy days, because God has to allow you to experience pain so that you can become your best self, so you can become stronger. So since you've had so much pain in your life, and since there has been struggles in your life, you're able to sense those emotions, and you've had it. That's just like a job where you go to work every day. You know how to do the paperwork. You can do the paperwork with your eyes closed. And every time there's someone new that comes in that you have to train, you will teach that person how to do it, and you can teach them with your eyes closed. It's like, let me teach you how to do it. See, the thing is, you know how to do it, or you've experienced the work already, but the other person didn't experience the work. You've experienced the work, so you pretty much know the routine, right? So, like, you felt the emotions of the work already. I'm not trying to like confuse y'all. I promise you I'm not. But what I'm trying to say is, like, if you already experienced these emotions before, like, you know how a heartbreak feel. You know how confusion feels. You know how craziness feels. You just know these emotions. What God is saying is, you've been through this over and over again. So just like you experience life with people, the people that you've cut off that had given you, that you've had negative energy with, like, you had to get a lot of negativity out of your life, you still can have projections of negative energy that will make you feel a way. With those feelings that you feel of feeling a kind of way, and that have experienced those emotions many of times before. What Spirit is saying is that now that you know how those feelings feel, just like you would you'll handle the person differently, because these emotions are inside of you. You'll just become your emotions' friend and just say, you know what, we gonna get through this. You're not going to control the emotion, because if you're controlling the emotion, that brings out too much of ego, and nothing would be healed. Then you'll be angry with your emotion. But if you go into your emotion with love, understanding, because you understand these emotions because they're there and you've had them before, then you can love on the emotion and get through that emotion with love, So Spirit is just saying to continue to pour into yourself, because your foundation is already strong, because you've already gained security within self. So you love yourself enough to be able to gain the security that you that you have. Like, you already have the security. You already have the lessons. So with the elder, this is telling you that you're already experienced. So you know how to experience outside emotion when it comes to people. You just cut them people off if they're getting on your nerve. Or you say, you know what, I'm going to call you back. But when it comes to how you feel personally, when you internalize that emotion, you have to know how to, you have to live with that. So you're going to have to learn how to love on that emotion. Not regulate it, not control it. Love on it, understand it, feel it out, and get through the emotion and become your emotions friend to let it know that you're there for the emotion. You got to treat it like it's a friend because you already have the knowledge. It's just that you got to live. You have to, that emotion lives within you. It doesn't, it is not what other, like, you don't have to deal with the person who's actually the person. You don't have to deal with that person, but you do have to deal with the emotion, which is why it's best for you to just be your emotions friend and not take it so serious. So let's get some last messages. I'm gonna get a message from the Most High, and then I'm gonna get out of here. So let's see. I wanted to use my goddess deck. I need to be more organized. I always say that, and I still, it's just. All right, so ancestors of the highest white light, please give us a last message from this deck here, the goddess deck. What do we need to know in regards to this message that we just spoke about? Okay. All right. So we got 3 cards. And they definitely go well with this message. Oh, okay. All right, so the first card we have is resistance. So this is number 22. All right, so it says, you are scared that you are going to mess it all up. You may have stumbled, but this is a new day. Learn to show up for yourself. You ghost your own dreams and resist your own magic. Stop holding back, worrying, and pretending to look and seek perfection that will never come. When it comes to you stepping into your greatness, resistance keeps you stuck. Resistance blocks your growth, creativity, evolution. Resistance may look like procrastination, laziness, disorganization, excuses, or lack of motivation. But there are deeper forces at play. You are resisting the force you really are. Goddess declaration, this is me. I show up. So do not resist these emotions. Feel the emotions and be friends with the emotions. Love on them and understand them, And then 14. So it's stop hiding, shrinking, and playing small. Stand tall like a majestic sycamore tree. You are mighty. Life does not need to be perfect for you to embrace your own perfection. You matter. Worthiness is in your veins. Accept yourself now. Your birth certificate says that we need your overall flowing magic, joy, and vulnerability. And most importantly, we need you. You are deserving and worthy. The beautiful parts of you that everyone likes are worth loving. The parts that you or others dislike are worth loving too. Your Your creator loves you unconditionally. Ashe. Goddess declaration, I matter. So yeah, definitely that is a wonderful message, because it's talking about worthiness. So if you feel like you're not worthy, God is reminding you that you are. And so then we got self-sabotage. And so this goes perfectly, because these emotions try to sabotage our day, our life. It can sabotage so much when it comes to what we need to do in our life. And so if we don't learn how to be our emotions friend, to love on it and understand these emotions, then it could lead us into a stray. So it's saying you are holding yourself apart from your blessings. What ancient pain are you trying to stuff down, numb, ignore, or avoid? What does your self-sabotage help you avoid? So it says your inner saboteur is clever, seductive patterns of behavior block your path and your power. Distractions, addictions, cravings, and unhealthy habits will not bring you your best. Your inner bully is the voice telling you you messed up. The part of you that is jealous, the anger you don't know what to do with. You're stuck. Inner procrastinator in your toxic relationship choices. Stop terrorizing yourself with broken promises of discipline. Instead, choose devotion to your chosen pathways. What inspired actions can you take today? Goddess declaration, I have compassion for myself. So this is you having compassion for your emotions, you loving on your emotions, you being there for your emotions. And yeah, that's what we have. So I guess I'm going. I really don't think that we need a Bible verse for this message. I think everything was pretty much explained. I wouldn't even know how to, I'm not going to do a Bible verse. I think this is all I'm going to do. Because I'm tired, child. And I got to wake up at 4:44. But yes, guys, I guess that's all we needed to know. So there will be justice, scales being balanced, a lot of happiness for the chosen. I'm just seeing good things happen for you, for us, because I like to put myself in there too, child. But if y'all know anything about the soul and how the soul is leading you, let me know, because I'm like literally confused on that. But I'm going to look into that one. Anyway, have a good night, y'all. Love you. Peace.